Over here, we got Club Juke from Sinners. We got a little cotton candy cocoon. Every single base got painted. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. We're gonna have another IP announcement. So that means new merchandise, new acrylic figure. Murdy has returned to Twitter, so we got a Murdy tweet time. We got prop updates, Easter egg updates, light updates, cord updates. There's so much to go over in this Halloween Horror Nights update. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day. We're going back to HHN 2023 out in Hollywood. We had Larry Larva for the Tear Trim. I love they made exclusive merch for the Tear Trim. So on that note, enjoy the commercial.
Trust me. I can't wait for you to see this. Hey, I gotta go. I'll see you on the other side.
Welcome to the Universal Studios Hollywood
Are you tired of humans? Are you sick of being stepped on, squashed, swatted, and sprayed?
Is this guy for real?
Then call Exterminate, the #1 name in human pest control. Did you know 90% of all life forms on this planet are insects? We outnumber humans a billion to 1. Humans don't stand a chance.
Stop the tram!
Oh, we're just getting started. You'll be dropping like flies. Terror Tram, the Exterminators. Only at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, welcome back. That's it. The sun is coming out. It is heating up. You know what's not heating up? Is the new paint job for the archway. Nothing happening with the front entrance. There's been no movement yet. Maybe next week. See what's going on with Krusty Lip Clown over here. He's still just being used as a trash can. You're more than that. You're more than a trash can. You're a prop. Looks like we got a little bit of popcorn and the cotton candy wrapper over here next to the bottle with all the spiders coming out of it. Not seeing any changes on this stage, but you never know. You think they're done and then they add more. They surprise you with some more detail. They added some wrappers by the ice cream cone and then also some more popcorn boxes down below right there. It looked like it was popcorn and wrapper night. We got more wrappers down there, more little popcorn boxes. This little crow, or raven, is snacking on some fresh popcorn. Do not try to take his popcorn, because he does have a weapon. He's holding on to a weapon right there. But we have more wrappers on the back, right there. Over by the creepy baby doll, more wrappers, more popcorn wrappers and cotton candy wrappers. For some reason, every time I walk by the dog possum, it just kind of looks like he's giving everybody the middle finger. Now we got some more popcorn containers down there. And then over here, more wrappers. All the way back there. Who is snacking on all this stuff? Everywhere you look, more and more wrappers. Over here, they have replaced the Jaws Easter egg with a wrapper. We got more wrappers down there, more wrappers next to the doll, more up here, next to the clown. The head of the bear has returned. It's right there now, next to a popcorn wrapper and some cotton candy wrappers down there. Even on the back side, we got wrappers and more wrappers down there because they want to have you in that immersive 360 environment. It's more than just the street walkthrough this year. It's everywhere. I feel like Philip is eating because there's a lot of wrappers. Is he the culprit of all of the wrappers around for popcorn and cotton candy? The cockroach was snacking on some popcorn wrappers, and then even back here, we got some more wrappers. This would have been such a small detail that would have made me laugh if they just had like a little thing of bird poop, just like right there, coming from Philip because he's been eating too much. Over here, more wrappers installed. It's not quarter trust day, it is wrapper day. So take a shot every time I say wrapper. Even over here, more wrappers popping up. Still no character trigger right there. That's where it should go, but they did not install it last night. How's the shoe? Is the shoe still hanging on? Oh, it is. It's hanging on for dear life. They've not put the shoe back on yet. See if there's anything inside Five and Dime. Nothing yet. They didn't set up a queue outside. Hopefully we get the next acrylic piece today when they announce the Hollywood float stuff because we're still missing 2. We're still missing 2 acrylic pieces. Over here, more wrappers, more little pieces. Everywhere you look, there's new popcorn wrappers. I'm not seeing too many changes over here. And the pea pebbles, oh, they got tucked in. Yesterday they were uncovered. They've now been tucked back in. They're nice and warm and toasty. So heading into the Stranger Things nighttime show, we have the curved arches right here. And they also have 2 lights. So they have one that's gonna be kind of shining up on the truss. I'm guessing they're gonna have signage letting you know what's gonna be advertised. And then probably right down here, there might be some show times. And then same thing over here. One is kind of being shot up over the truss, and then one is kind of being shot down. We have our food booth. Over here, we got Club Juke from Sinners. Normally it's like wide open. It's all enclosed though. Menus would be right here, and there's a little cutout over here. I feel like it might get kind of toasty in there for culinary. Normally it's kind of wide open, but I appreciate the theming because it does feel like an enclosed building, like Club Juke. All the different rust spots all over it. Now we know why they had all the red filters on these lights, because it's all gonna be like blood, right? Because you got Sinners, the vampires, the blood. So that's the aesthetic with all the lighting out here. It's just pure blood everywhere. I don't see any equipment installed yet, but we just got this installed overnight. Crazy, they installed this overnight. Yeah, nothing installed yet. All right, let's see what's going on. Any changes? I don't see any ghost fans today. It does look like they painted the base. I don't remember those being green. They're painted though. Yeah, like over here, it's all green now on the bases. Yeah, over here, every single base got painted. It does look like one of the speakers has been unwrapped, but you know what has been unwrapped? Murdy tweet time, because he's back. He's back tweeting.
There's John Murdy right there. John!
So John's back. He tweeted out this first day in the field for HHN 2026 at Universal Studios Hollywood, which means I basically drove around on my golf cart all day, going through each of the houses, which are all in various stages. Some well into props / dressing, some still finishing scenic. You boils and ghouls are in for a treat. It's such a weird thing when you walk a house for the first time after working on it for so long, seeing your ideas come to life. Everything was looking great, but the Aussie house really made me smile. The attention to detail is amazing. I was freaking out over doorknobs. This is the calm before the storm. Tomorrow, it's work and crazy late hours till opening, so I'm gonna open up the question box for one last time this season. You know the drill. If you want me to answer your question, make it a question I can answer. After so many years of HHN, what still excites you about designing new experiences for fans? John says exactly that, designing new experiences and seeing the fans' reaction. That never gets old. What's something you've learned from creating HHN over the years that still influences how you approach each new season? John says, surrounding yourself with talented, passionate people who've earned your trust and give them the space to do what they do best. Do you get to visit scare actors in rehearsals or while they're in the process of getting ready to scare throughout the season? John says, yes. I'm at every rehearsal and give a little talk to every cast. What was the best thing you researched for dead, deader, deadest? John says, specific tools used for embalming and just the whole embalming process, start to finish. Any new scents this year? And if so, what would that be? John says, I think I put garlic in Sinners because they were preparing it prior to the big vampire battle. Will we ever see any video game franchises in the future? I know we had Fallout and Silent Hill, but those are based off movies / TV. My dream is a BioShock house. John says, The Last of Us was the game. I think we'll do more in the future. Have you ever had it happen where a house wasn't finished in time for opening night? John says, I think This Is the End was the closest. Chris and I were literally finishing stuff by ourselves the night before preview. The paint was still wet. When it comes to finding the right intellectual properties for Horror Nights, what do you look for? John says, the same 3 things. Though we sometimes bend the rules, but number 1, great characters that can be played by live performers. Number 2, variety of environments we can translate to a live experience. And number 3, guest awareness of the property / desire to see it in the event. Can we look for another vinyl release by Slash? John says, you'll want one after this year, ... What's the oldest piece of HHN merchandise you own? John says, I don't own any. I do have the poster from the first year of Hollywood in the 80s, but that was gifted to me by my old GM who originally recruited me to do HHN. Last and final question regarding HHN. Simple question, and it's a yes or no reply. Were you able to secure any highly anticipated IP for next year's season for HHN 2027 that fans will love and go crazy over and get hyped about? John says, yes. HHN 2027, I'll say, is going to be another banger of a year, but we have a long road until we start doing HHN 2027 updates.
And then nothing new over here. I just feel like they might have angled the lights a little differently.
Oh my gosh, even more since yesterday. We can fully see a structure now. We saw the wall popping up yesterday, but now it's a full structure. It's gonna have a roof and everything. We'll get a better shot from the other angle. So they're bringing over some wood right there. They've painted the side of the building blue, almost as if there's been graffiti on the building, because the building's been abandoned for a very long time. So we got blue now on the side of the building. But look at this, look at the size. Look at the size of that through there.
We got another little food stand that's popped up. The Fanta booth has returned. It's continuing kind of that same aesthetic with like the carnival. We got the Fanta drippage. We got the light here that'll project probably HHN 35 right there.
It does look like in front of Nightmare Fuel, they've added the filters onto the lights to change the colors. So we saw the red ones pop up and purple ones. So it's probably the same red and purple ones on the lights.
Into the Wizarding World we go.
You know what's really creepy is this window. I've never noticed these masks creeping at you in the window. Look at that. There's like a cow one in the center, a rabbit one, and like a pig one off to the left.
Okay, so we've eaten through all of these. Now it's time for the grand finale, the lemon one.
The final one is the lemon niffler one. Lemon tart, really good. The only one that was not good was that strawberry one. The rest of them were really good, really tasty, really flavorful. A fresh bake. I'm gonna do a 7.5 on the lemon one. Just kind of tastes like a kind of a smaller version, but not as sweet of a lemon bar.
I was wondering where all the pigeons were. I haven't seen any because they're all hiding up here. They're all on this rooftop.
Over here we have another Fanta bar, so they'll have special Fanta cocktails. Time to head into downtown Clowntown, see what's new. Over here on the stage, we have some light bulbs that have appeared. Not every single hole has been filled with a bulb, but they started it. They started to fill the outline with light bulbs. We still need a couple more right there, and then around the circle with the 35. So back to the stage, see the cords chilling right there. So they're going underneath there, but these have not been plugged in, but these are going all the way up on top, and then that's gonna be plugged into the light bulbs. And then from the light bulbs, going along the building, and then going up above Rosie's Irish Shop. These need to be plugged in, and then these need to be plugged in, because something's definitely going to be happening on the stage. Let's see where it's going. I'm guessing it's going to connect with the other stage. And then also no sticker on this side, but the cords are continuing along the curb. Then they go right over here, and it looks like they're heading up. Then they cross over, then they head into the window right there. So comes out of there, goes down there, loops along the curb, and then connects to the stage all the way over there. Cords are still back here, nothing's been plugged in. Yeah, no changes to the stage yet. No character triggers, no props installed on the wall back there. I just find it so crazy how many hours it takes just to like electrify a stage. Just like running it all the way from the rooftop, run it through the windows, into the stages. Crazy how they have it all figured out. Well, it looks like we have confirmation about what's going to be on the stage. There's been Christmas garland installed on each side. Some over there, some around there, and then there. So, you know what that means? As you know, Art the Clown's supposed to be in this scare zone. I think this is where we're going to have Art from part 3, because it's during the Christmas time. Then we'll have the body right there that'll move, so Art can be on stage, away from the TikTokers and the crowds and the madness. He'll be safe on stage. And then he'll be able to interact with this prop and then interact with the guests walking by. So I think that's a much better solution than what they did last year, where they just pretty much fed Art to the wolves with everybody chasing after him. Looks like we'll see more Christmas decorations pop up over the coming days, but now we know what this is. Oh, it looks like they've enclosed the Ghostbusters Firehouse. It's finally been enclosed.
Okay, so not too many updates, but we do have a new clip from Darren. As you know, he was filming kind of the panel that happened in UK. Let's show off the next little bit of details that he released.
HHN for the past 35 years has produced some really iconic characters, and Jack the Clown and Dr. Oddfellow are two of our most famous iconic characters, and they are coming together this year for HHN 35 and Jack and Oddfellow Chaos and Control. This is an origin story narrated by Dr. Oddfellow. We're going to see for the first time Jack in his human form. We're going to see how Jack transformed into Jack the Clown. We're going to hear from Dr. Oddfellow's perspective why he killed Jack and shoved him into that Jack in the Box. We're also going to see where Jack goes once he is in that Jack in the Box. And where he goes is a place we're calling the Oddverse. Dr. Oddfellow controls the Zodiac, controls space and time, so he controls the Oddverse. And while Jack is in the Oddverse, Dr. Oddfellow is tearing him apart. He tears them apart for multiple scenes, but then Jack, in all his chaotic power, figures out how to then go after Oddfellow and tear Oddfellow apart in the Oddverse. So in the Oddverse, this goes back and forth with chaos and control until the moment they're atop the Cane of Souls and they're attacking each other for that one moment and realize in that moment in time, fear divided is a fear diluted. They are more powerful together. They can engine a whole new carnival together because their power together will develop more screams, will gain more fear, and will enter more horror. So this house, Jack and Oddfellow Chaos and Control, gives you the prequel story to the entire Halloween Horror Nights 35 event.
This coaster is going to be insane when we ride it next year. Over here we have another Fanta booth that's been installed, so there's 3 of them that I've seen so far. Nothing has changed over here by Minions. The concrete bases all look the same. The fog machines have not been plugged in yet.
We're inside Islands now. We're about 50 minutes away from the announcement, hopefully at 12.
All right, no changes yet. We still got all the Aussie stuff up. 45 minutes away now. I just popped into Starbucks. Here's a new tumbler, it looks like. It says Universal Orlando Resort on it. It's kind of like a pink metallic finish. The Starbucks logo. 25 bucks for that.
We are 1 minute away right now. They announced it.
So just announced, the killer clowns from outer space are returning to Universal Studios Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. If there ever a reason to be afraid of clowns, this haunted house is it.
We're about to begin, but a word of advice. You'd slow down if you knew what was waiting for you at the end. Encounter killer clowns from outer space. One nightmare of many, only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights.
There they are. The big moment. The acrylic pieces are here. The killer clowns are being placed.
Where do we put it?
This is your craftsmanship. Where do you want to put it? Right there?
Oh my God.
It's protected from the annual pass holders now. They're switching out the paper. So we got one more mystery. What's there?
Here it is. It's just the acrylic piece, no shirt yet. Since it's gonna be a house out in Hollywood, we're just getting the clowns as part of a street. We have our next acrylic piece. So $15. Got the cotton candy cocoon. It like goes through here. That's interesting. So it dangles. I like that. Then it goes into the base. On this base, there's like popcorn. So here we go. We got a little cotton candy cocoon.
All right, let's see if there's been any changes to the Red Coconut Club. You can see them working on it right now. We got a new truss with a new light right there. Around the base of the alien ship, they've kind of added an LED kind of neon strip below inside tubing. It looks like there's one on the bottom, one on the top, and then you can see the cords going all the way up the side of the building. Same thing right here. So it looks like kind of a bluish one up top, and then you have just kind of like a white neon below. It could be different when they turn it on, but that has appeared, and we can see the cords going all the way up. And then also right below the Red Coconut Club sign, they have another one going down right there, so it'll all be illuminated.
Okay guys, we're back in the office, so we have some HHN Hollywood construction updates. Our field reporter got some footage for us, so we can see what's going on with the new truss that has appeared, and then also what's going on the tear trim. So on that note, enjoy the little montage. welcome back. So tomorrow, big HHN update happening tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot to go over tomorrow. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Where do we put it? You got a little Cocoon.